back to just some of the headlines over the past 10 years, you have many hundreds of people suing the government because they would like to be air traffic controllers, but they were turned away because of the color of their skin. That policy ends under Donald Trump's leadership because safety is the first priority of our aviation industry.
Y'all didn't catch that? Air traffic controllers, people who want to be an air traffic controller, they've sued. They've sued because of the color of their skin. Y'all need to see, y'all always got to pay attention. He didn't say gender. He didn't say sexuality. It was the color of their skin. Y'all know it ain't that many black and brown air traffic controllers, right? We're not done yet. Here is the former TV host, who's now the Secretary of Defense, Peter Hegseth. Listen to the racism in his statement.
We will have the best and brightest in every position possible. As you said in your inaugural, it is colorblind and merit-based. The best leaders possible, whether it's flying Black Hawks and flying airplanes, leading platoons, or in government. The era of DEI is gone at the Defense Department, and we need the best and brightest, whether it's in our air traffic control, or whether it's in our generals, or whether it's throughout government.
Y'all didn't catch that? Skin color. Black people. Latinos. He's talking about y'all too. Brown people. He's talking about Cambodians. He talking about Asians, Native Americans. He talking about everybody who ain't white. But white women.
Yes, I believe you saw this. If you have been following this up, you realize during the Biden administration, something like this happened. Due to the lack of air controllers, they rejected to employ certain people because they were not into these diversity issues, and lawsuits were flying here and then. CNN is crying here, calling out racism. Into this case, I don't know if you've seen this, extremely concerning. This is my third video I'm doing about this topic. At a certain point, I didn't want to do again, but it is important we take an exclusive look into what is going on exactly. When I look at what is happening comparing to the present situation, Trump is dismantling.
Provocative argument here. What if Donald Trump also won because of the people who think that black people and trans people and women are taking things that belong to them? Isn't it possible that he actually won for that reason, and that they don't think that this is a messaging, change of course, but this
it
is
doesn't
the,
represent
this is the
the
course.
majority of those who
But
voted
they
for
could
Donald
very well think that this is the course that they are supposed to be on.
Yes, I think this is what economic anxiety has sometimes been euphemized to refer to, that people feel like they're losing their status in society and maybe their ability to climb up the socioeconomic ladder, and the easy scapegoat is the black and brown and people and women who are taking their place, who are robbing them of their opportunities. One thing I want to add to this discussion, besides the career effects on people of color and women and other groups, other underrepresented groups in government, among other positions, who may suffer because of the comments that Trump made about DEI causing these plane crashes, is that Trump surrounds himself with lackeys who have historically been shown that they are motivated to sort of backfill and retrofit evidence to fit whatever his predetermined conclusion is. So if we want to prevent tragedies like this from happening again, I would not trust whatever investigation they put together, because Trump has already determined that the cause of this problem is DEI. If there's
would think someone would be bold enough to stand up and reply to this lady. Trump did not declare that this was the cause. That is a big lie. Trump made it clear, like, we are short of air traffic controllers. That was as a result of the way the Biden administration put forth, in hiring people. Even the Obama administration, this DEI, things like this. So I don't understand how someone will spew this on CNN. Oh, we won't trust the result because Trump already declared that this was the cause. I want to see a video where Trump declared this was the cause. If I tell you that, oh, we are short of people working in this domain as a result of this, obviously I'm putting, this out to the public, but you understand that this might be a factor, even if the investigation comes out similar to that. Yes, I understand. People politicize everything, but at least the last place you should be doing this is FFA. You should not do that near that place. You should not politicize things about, oh, let me pick up a pilot because of their skin color, because of this. You should not politicize, employing air traffic controllers based on anything. I don't care whether you're a black or a white person. At that time, I just want you to take me safely to my destination. Nobody cares. Yeah, people start looking skin colors if something happened. Like, oh, what was? If people are employed based on merit, you know, I think that should be the best way to do. Not talking about race when it links to things like this or this DEI in general. It's something that we knew, but we could not talk about it. It started happening because, like today, I waked up, I saw an interview on CNN, someone blaming, oh, because Trump sacked this person, or Trump fired these people. It is crazy. Every person, even the pilot of that helicopter was a lady. I saw during, I think, a press conference in the White House during the Biden administration. In that case, you should obviously see what they were doing.
How does it make them feel?
How does it make people feel when they're told that they're a racist?
No. I mean, answer.
but this is-
No. But answer my question.
I
Frank.
am, because these are predetermined considerations.
No.
You were going
You're
to
assuming. You're telling me I'm.
Do you want
calling
an
you-
answer?
Well, you're not answering my question. You're telling
Yes,
me.
I'm trying to.
You were
No, you're
telling
not.
me
Actually,
that.
Your response is in bad faith. I mean, what she is saying is something you're not responding to because it doesn't address why Donald Trump immediately went to DEI as an explanation without any evidence whatsoever for what looks to be an inexcusable and certainly a very devastating and tragic plane and helicopter crash a couple of days ago. And instead, you pivot to talking about how terrible it is that some people who voted for Donald Trump are being called racist and sexist. You're refusing to grapple with the central
for
tension.
Trump.
Understanding.
Frank, it's an
because-
option.
Hold on.
Frank, it's an
because
option
my
for
understanding
Trump.
is of the voter.
Frank,
that is what I do.
It is
I'm
an
opposed-
option.
What about
for
the immorality
Hold on.
and the incompetence
Frank,
of
it's an
blaming
option
DEI
for Donald
for what
Trump.
happened?
You guys can all jump on me. That's
No.
fine.
I'm not jumping on you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Okay, look, it is an option for Donald Trump to respect his voters and not scapegoat race in a situation like that. He chooses not to every time. Why?
He is saying, and I do not defend him, and I've not defended him on this program because there are things that are more important than Republican and Democrat, and it's why some people lost primaries and some people are not members of Congress anymore. I'm trying to tell you the truth.
Well, look, you don't have to listen.
not-
I just won my
Mondare, hold
primary.
on,
You don't have to lecture
Mondare,
me.
hold on,
Would you let me
Mondare. Let me let him
finish?
I mean, if you're gonna throw shots, I'm
Mondare, just a second. Let me let him finish.
This is why this show is such a challenge for me.
Talk about getting beyond all of those things, race, hyphens, whatever it is, when at the highest offices of the land, you have someone saying, because there is diversity, there is a lack of merit, there is a lack of quality, there is a lack of experience. That is a racist view, that people who have characteristics that they cannot change about them, that don't tell you anything about their intellect, about their experience, are by definition not experienced. Do you understand that?
Yes, this man standing up against these people on CNN posted this few hours ago. Megan Cleary replied, "This is the new CNN, the one that keeps getting won by the boss to tamp down their TDS. Their news anchors post that Trump won because white and I guess all the minorities who voted for him." Okay, when you take a look at what is going on here, they don't want to listen. They don't want to understand. I don't know why they're angry. This is the fact. When they talk about DEI, they didn't specify any people. It can be on both sides. DEI is not calling out black people. It's not calling out a specific group. If you employ someone because he's a non-binary, is this, is that, it is crazy. Employ based on merit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, they asked them a question today, and I'm sure if you're does, they asked them a question about the crash. And they said, will you visit the crash site? Now, every other politician would go, of course, it was a tragedy. And he went, it's the water. What do you want me to do, swim there? And I was like, exactly. You're exactly right. It's a stupid question.
I sat in for an hour.
I'm not going to dignify
short clips at the end of my videos. That is for the algorithm. You can end here. God bless you, and please don't always forget to share the video.
it's essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
To her.
The EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And because, final point for me, a year and a half is because...
This is the United States.
You're talking about a man who didn't become the president of the United States because of merit.
This lady is not unstopped.
Where awful things have happened.
And sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag
Are funky in policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need...
He's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
right now you're looking...
History, remember it.
As a country about James.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jordan.
In the 5 tenants of
Palisades Village right here. This is the town center of sorts.
And he did this little dance.
Josh Green, the governor of down in Hawaii. Has some...
And then we watch the news or talk to my friends.
Now look, I have a lot of fear.
No, you guys are not just getting...